And we received our turf yesterday.
She's hopped up on drugs here. Well, hello there, all you wonderful people of the internet. This vlog's gonna be a little different because I'm gonna be narrating some of the footage we have. It's been crazy, which is why my kids are still awake. Ryan's putting them down for bed, and I'm filming this despite the fact that you may hear yells and children's feet running upstairs because I need to get this done and update you guys on what's been going on. If you guys follow me on Twitter or on our Facebook page, then you kind of like have a little bit of an idea of what happened this weekend. Just to like hop right into it, you guys know Ryan was out of town last week from like Monday to Thursday, and Thursday night I actually had worship team night, which is something we do once a month, and so I went to that, brought the girls with me. And then Ryan literally got off the plane and drove to the church to pick the girls up, bring them back home, and put them down for bed. So he came home to a crazy mess because Thursday I took Mr. Greyson, our Great Dane puppy, to the vet. And his vet appointment went well. He got his rabies shot. It was his first one that he was supposed to get. And this is a little bit of that footage.
We're gonna find out what you weigh soon, buddy. I'm hoping that you're at a good weight now. I think you are. What do you have?
Jesus, and there's only one more
Only one more left?
snack.
You have a snack, yeah.
And then when we got back home, I did a little bit more filming talking about his weight and such. Sir Greyson over here had his vet appointment this morning, didn't you? So he had a good vet appointment. I was surprised that he was actually only 89.2 pounds. I was legitimately expecting him to be around 100 because I think he was 80 pounds when we got him, so he's only gained about 10 pounds. But we've had to physically pick him up a few times. Like I have to pick up his hind legs to get him up into the car, or if for some reason he doesn't want to get in his crate, you gotta pick him up and put him in. And even Ryan agreed. It seems like he's gained a hefty amount of weight, but he was only 89.2. However, vet said that he is now at a healthy weight, so that's great. He is at a good weight now and he isn't underweight. The only thing that was like odd, worrisome about his appointment, I don't know if you guys will be able to see. Oh yeah, you guys can kind of see on his tail there, he's got that little balding spot there. So we did have them run a little skin test to make sure he didn't have mites. I guess he was saying like it's normal for dogs to have like some kind of mite in their skin, like there's some kind of thing that lives on dogs and it's like normal. But if they have hair loss, then that can be like a sign of something else going on. But he did run the test and look at it under a microscope and there were no mites or anything in it. So he's not worried about it, but he did give me an ointment to put on it to see if it would keep it from getting bigger, because the reason we ran the test is because since we got him, it's gotten slightly bigger, like that bald spot. So if it keeps getting bigger though with the ointment even, then we'll have to run some further tests, I guess. But everything else is good, and he had a bunch of testing done before he came to us too, so it could just be one of those weird fluke things, I don't know. So anywho, Buddy is doing good, he's healthy. You're at a good weight now, huh? Which is super exciting. Yeah, see, no one's starving you anymore, that's for sure. And then Thursday night, he got sick while we were gone. I purposely did not feed him dinner when we left because I knew I was gonna be gone more than an hour and a half. So I didn't want to worry about him having an accident in his crate, even though he hasn't had an accident since the first week we got him. But you know, it's not fair to him if we're not gonna be home in time for him to poop, and he's a puppy. So I was just gonna wait till Ryan got home with the girls and have him feed him. Well, apparently the rabies vaccine upset his stomach and he had an accident in his crate. And I know it's the rabies vaccine because I talked to his vet the next day and they confirmed that it was that because his stool was, you don't need to know all this, but you know, it wasn't normal. So, yeah, so poor guy, Ryan got home, Gray is sick, Ryan had to clean out his crate and him, and it was just like a crazy welcome home, and I wasn't home, obviously, because I'm at team night for worship team. So, Friday.
I am home, had a good time in Texas. It was hot, it was very hot. Our company won an award, which was pretty neat, so I went up on stage to accept that. Thankfully didn't have to talk or anything like that. It was just, you know, accept the award, smile for a picture, and that was pretty much it.
We basically, I don't think we filmed at all really because we just spent the day as a family. Friday night was crazy, and Ryan had been gone for 4 days, so we just spent the day as a family, and Ryan had taken off Friday. So Saturday, We got actually some things accomplished on Saturday. I think it was Saturday. We tackled finishing up some of the dog run. We haven't finished it yet, so I'll play that footage for you.
Girls are down for a nap. And we received our turf yesterday.
Yeah.
So actually just cut this down a little bit. Got to do, yeah, it does.
Definitely
This
gonna
smells
have
pretty
to
bad.
rinse it right away.
It is very hot. I mean, you may see how sweaty I am, and we've only been out here for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
the sun is
warm.
nasty.
So we pulled up those carpets. We're gonna lay this down over there, and then we gotta cut this strip down, and we're gonna lay it across the front there. This is like really soft.
We've been battling the sun, running in and out, trying to cool down and get everything done. But we got it down. There's that part which I wasn't really thinking about. It's gonna look different, but whatever. We have to get more wood chips, which will go on the back side there. So basically Saturday during the girls' naps, we spent the time just putting in the AstroTurf for the dogs, which has been awesome. Saturday night, Ryan was doing his usual shaving Callie, and we had a little accident with the shaver. We're not 100% sure how it happened because Ryan uses the longest guard on Callie. It's a whole very strange ordeal because Ryan didn't even realize that he had cut her because she didn't say anything, she didn't yelp, she didn't scream, she wasn't uncomfortable, she was just being her normal self. And all of a sudden he like saw a little bit of blood on her fur. Wasn't a lot at all, and he's like, oh, I must have like cut her somehow. So he looks and just sees a little bit, so he figures that, you know, it's not anything like terrible, just like a little tiny skin abrasion or something. And he's talking about it, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna go look and just make sure I look up close, because it's hard when you're holding a dog trying to look at it yourself. And that's when I noticed that you could see through it, like literally it had cut through her skin. And so I was like, no, this is she needs to go to the vet now and get stitches. So at 9 o'clock at night, I had to go to our nearest emergency vet, which is 30 minutes away, and take her. So thankfully, it was totally like not bad at all. Bad enough that she needed to go to the emergency vet, but because it was on her like elbow right here, it barely bled. She didn't feel it apparently either. It only took 1 internal stitch and 1 external stitch. So she is on the mend, doing good. The only problem, and we would appreciate some prayers for Miss Callie, is she's not wanting to go to the bathroom right now. We got her to eat, but she's not wanting to go outside and use the bathroom. I don't know if you guys can tell, but Callie's a tad bit stoned here. She's hopped up on drugs here. But because it was small enough and she's so well-mannered, they didn't have to put her under. So they just did like a local block and a pain medication to help her. I think someone's getting ready to take a nap. I will show you guys the owie, but if you get a little squeamish, you might want to look away now. Oh, this is it right here. It's really not bad at all. It's just 1 stitch on the outside and 1 on the inside. Yeah, you are ready to sleep, baby girl. You okay, Days? I know you really want to make sure she's okay. Do you want me to pick you up and let you see her? Okay, see? She's all right. Gray wants to check in too. What we think basically happened is because Callie's so tiny, when he was shaving her, maybe part of her like skin went through the teeth of it and like caught her, and since it's such thin skin there, basically it just, you know, kind of just cut it really easily. But yeah, it's just kind of weird because like we said, she didn't say anything, she didn't yelp, it was barely bleeding at all, but you could see through it. So I was like, oh, this needs to be taken care of. But because of that, I didn't get home until 11:30 at night. And I had to be at worship team at 7 a.m. the next morning on Sunday. I did not get any footage for that, I apologize. But it was a really good worship team, like just like one of the best worship team weeks that I think that I've gotten to serve on. Just like feeling the Holy Spirit and just like, I don't know, if you're on worship team, you know that like certain Sundays the Holy Spirit just feels like it's there a little bit more than others. And it was a really good week. That was basically our weekend, kind of in a nutshell. Just between Callie getting hurt and Ryan being home and having been gone for 4 days and just spending time as a family, our footage ended up being all over the place. So instead of just like throwing it all together for you guys and it being probably very weirdly split, like put together, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit down and narrate and let you guys know a little bit more information about what has been happening. So yeah, it's Monday now. We did have a little bit of footage from tonight of Ari being super cute with Rev singing No More Monkeys Jumping on the Bed, so I'll play that quick.
You are so cute.
But other than that, the girls are going to bed now, and so I'm gonna go run up there quick and help Ryan get them down. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, even though it was different and very all over the place. Hi, Ari Bear. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Who's that? Is that you?
You.
That's me. That's Mommy, and that's Ari. Want to say hi?
Hi.
Are you being all silly? Shy? Okay.
That.
What's that from? It's a light.
What?
A light, yeah. But if you enjoyed this vlog, make sure you big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're new. And if you are new, welcome to the Flood fam. We are really excited to have you. And as always, we will see your wonderful faces on Thursday. Bye.